Hey guys. Green garden bunches, guys. A little bit under the weather, but I'm still here. Got a special guest tonight. All right. Hope everyone's fine this weekend. Well, this weekday. Just trying to get us live on one more platform, guys. There we go. All right. Actually, one of our babies is sick. And I had to take another leaf off her. Thinking about taking this one off too, guys. I still have to find the salsa to this one. I don't know where her salsa went. It's in here somewhere. Oh, Green Garden Bunches is at 179 South 10th Street. It's the Zuby Garden. Green Garden Bunches is actually my organization. However, the Zuby Garden is at 179 South 10th Street in Newark, New Jersey. We have events all spring and summer, but we're not having any events right now because it's winter, it's cold. So all the events that we do have, that we are going to have, are going to be here at the Alkaline Express on South Orange Avenue between 10th and 11th. It's right next door to the health food store. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sending you love. You way from the UK. Wow. We have a special guest tonight, guys. Just waiting for her to finish up her podcast that she's doing. Gonna really enjoy this one. But yeah, so I don't know if it's cold in here at night. See, it's yellowing. All right, she's here, guys.
I'm sorry, I had to rap from.
I told them you were doing your own podcast.
It's all weekend. Hello. Hey, everyone. Hey. How y'all doing? Okay. So you want me to get started? Oh, okay.
Have you introduce yourself? Have you
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis.
We call her Lex.
They call me Lex. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little about me. I'm the founder of Dr. Rooted. However, I'm also ambassador of Perium. Recently, I just started doing Perium around, I say, July. Reason I started, I'm gonna talk more about Perium, because Dr. Rooted, I do more of my juices there, but I kind of slowed down on that, so I've been focused more on the Perium side as an ambassador. And Perium is basically focused on superfoods. And since I've been plant-based, I've been plant-based now for a year. I tried it over about 5 years ago, but I didn't succeed well. And since the pandemic, I made it a part of my life to take it serious. And now I've been plant-based for a year. But what I'm gonna talk about is some of the superfoods I have now put a part of my life. So a lot of people don't know like what be going on with the food and why a lot of people are transitioning and becoming plant-based and want to go more into the holistic field and learn about superfoods. I'm gonna elaborate on that. Before I was like into the plant-based and getting more into herbs. The pandemic, I was weighing maybe like I think 100, close to 90, 190 pounds. So like you look at me now, I lost 40 pounds. About 40 pounds. And I'm feeling great. Part of that because like I made a decision was like, listen, I'm gonna change my life around. And I started doing some other health products when I was with TLC. But when I got serious about the vegan, I turned to Perium. But to elaborate more on Perium, one thing that is big is herbicides. So in America, they use this number one product. You probably heard of it before, and you will see it in Lowe's, Home Depot, and it's very popular. It's on you'll see it on the commercials. It's called Roundup. So one thing about Roundup is Roundup's been sprayed on a lot of our foods, and this causes glyphosate. So you may not know what glyphosate is. Glyphosate usually is built around your fruit after they put herbicides on them, which comes from Roundup and all these different weed killers. And these problems then causes other illnesses. One of the biggest things that a lot of people suffer from because of the herbicides, which builds up glyphosate in your body, is cancer. So a lot of times we have these big cancer walks, and a lot of times you don't realize that they don't never talk about how can you get rid of cancer, how can you fight cancer. You just hear them put the pinkness on and I survived or whoever survived, but they never really say like, what are people doing to fight cancer? What are people doing to help them with that? So one of the things that when I was started Perium, and thank God to Osian, Chris Osian, for introducing me to it. It's actually a vegan company based out of California, and all their products is vegan, organic, and gluten free. And one of the number one things they have that actually detox your body from glyphosate, because a lot of times we tend to we're gonna run into it every now and then. It's called Biomedic. You probably can't see it. I don't know. Not a lot of companies have this. It's called Biomedic, and so Biomedic it helps cleanse out. It helps cleanse out the glyphosate out of your body. So, like I always tell people, if you was able to see what was sprayed on your food, they had did a video because sometimes we have these meetings. They show the videos, be different nurses and doctors on there, and it was like if you was able just to visual your food, like your fruit, your vegetables, you probably wouldn't even touch it because it is built basically like a how they could say like a tar around your food, and you can't see it. You can't visualize. You look at that apple, you like okay, It's not wrong with the apple. It's fine. But deep down, you don't know they have put all these chemicals on it. So one of our number one products that I noticed that a lot of companies don't have is the biomedic. And you could actually purchase this on my page. If you go on Clara Jones 21, I have it in my link. One thing that a lot of people don't know, as a first time client, you could get $50 off as a first time buyer. But another thing biomedic also helps with is your mental. Like it don't only slowly detox you, it also works on your mental. So, these are things that we need, like mental clarity, detoxing ourselves. And one thing I like about it though, it don't make me hurt. I don't feel like I have cramps. It feels natural. Like if I have to use the bathroom, I'm gonna go. At least 2 or 3 times out the day, and that's normal. And a lot of us, we don't realize how many times you're supposed to use your bowels. A lot of us don't realize you're supposed to be using your bowels at least 2 or 3 times out the day. Some people only use it once. That's not good though. You're supposed to be using the bathroom. Usually, when you eat a meal, you're supposed to be clearing your body out. So, that's one thing we have. I'm gonna talk about another thing that I love. It's called the super aminos. Um, we have this thing called super aminos 23. I don't know if you could see it. So it's made out of bean protein, and it helps with keeping you lean. It tightens up your skin, and it helps burn the calories. So it's something I take all the time. Like all the time I take this. Other than like my sea moss and my elderberry, these are the things I take on the daily too. But these are other things I add into my life to keep me going. So it tightens up the skin, especially if you trying to tighten up, get your protein and everything. It helps with that. Also, a lot of people is probably some of us probably fight with sleep. That plays a part of our health. Some of us probably fighting with sleep. REM sleep. We don't get enough sleep. And another thing we have is the pati cherry. So what I like about the pati cherry is that it's made out of sour tart cherries. It's actually from, I believe, Italy, which they have a better soil than us, this country, because our soil it's trash. I'm gonna just tell you like that. Our soil is horrible.
Especially in Newark. 95% of the soil in Newark is contaminated with lead.
Yeah. So, a lot of times, if you living up here, you either gotta know someone that grows their own vegetables, or which she does, or you have to mainly go to probably get somebody shipping on the Caribbeans, or like maybe down south somewhere, which is like a long ride from where we at now. So a lot of places up there, it's like a food desert. And it is a food desert. And this is the things we are suffering. This is why our kids are suffering. And these problems are not just starting as adults, they're starting now in children as well. Diabetes, cancer, these things are starting with children as well now. Whereas in you will hear these problems with more so adults, they're starting with children as well now. But one thing like I said, to go back to the pati cherry, it helps you sleep, it helps with the cramps, and it relaxes the muscles. So a lot of us need to relax our muscles. A lot of us don't realize we don't get enough sleep. And some of us we in and out. Like with me, one time I was working about 2 to 3 jobs. Like I was working about 3 jobs. And I realized like I wasn't resting like I supposed to. And I was like, I'm not getting enough sleep, and I'm feeling my body's feeling down. And I just wasn't feeling up to par. So I started adding this. Some people take it every day. Me, I take it when I need it. And but I also give this to a lot of people. It doesn't cost a lot either, what I like. Um, it's about, I think it's for 30, but sometimes we have sales. But when you become a regular Aperian, you get discounts. And one thing I like about the company is also that you could get a scholarship. On my other live, I was talking about one of my friends. Anna. She's not here right now, but she was working in an health field, and she was explaining how this company actually helped her with her life because like so many other companies, they don't have scholarships for people who cannot afford to buy a lot of these health products. And because a lot of times herbs do be costing and superfoods be costing. Like you buy a regular vitamin, but it might have a lot of toxins in it, and it could tell you that it's cheaper. But if you buy like a vegan vitamin or something, it's gonna cost you some money. But one thing I like about this company is that they are offering people scholarships where you could which I'm gonna learn more about it because I didn't get a scholarship, but one of my friends did. And they gave her 3 months of products. And at the time, during the mandates of the vaccines, her mother was she was actually aiding her mother back to her health because her mother was fighting. I don't know, she was sickly, and her mom's doing fine now, which is good. But her job put her on a leave because she wouldn't get vaccinated, and being that she worked in the medical field, and she was just saying how like the blessing came right in because she had after she did the grant and everything, parent came through and they gave her 3 months of health products. And she was like, that helped her not only financially, but also with her health. Um, so that's one thing, is good about this company and why I tell people about it and why it needs to be told. Another thing it also do it have for people who have children, they offer different vitamins and herbs for children. And even I was surprised, but even like pets, because I have a little pet myself, and I don't really trust a lot of like the different veterinarians with my pet, because I don't know what they put in the steroids or whatever they're using. So they even have vitamins for the pets as well. That's like holistic, and you can look on there for that. But I'm gonna talk about another thing. I just started using this, the cocoa hydrate, because I was having joint pains, and so I had to start putting more electrolytes into my diet and magnesium. So if you don't know about electrolytes actually help with your joint. And I'm a runner. I've been a runner since I was a teenager. I always been running, and since like I said, I had gained a lot of weight, and now I'm back running, and I feel good. And the first time in a while, I ran 4 miles recently, and I was like, damn, I feel good. I was like, I ain't do that in a while since I was like, what, 15, 16? I'm probably exaggerating, but I'm just saying, like, I ain't do that in a while because I was like giving my life to my job all day. And then realized, like, hey, got obese, but they say I was gaining too much weight. But I recently added this into my life for cocoa hydrate. So if you like into like sports heavily, um sometimes you might notice like your joints, your legs might be sore. And one thing I like about this product is that it helps repair the joints. It helps heal your joints. So I'm gonna start taking this. I just started today on this. And if you go on my page, you can follow my page called Clara Jones 21. I give updates on how things are working for me. Um, so I'll be explaining that. And I recently added another thing. Let me show you. It's in my bag. I recently added, you can't beat this. So I love beets. I even make juices out of beets sometimes, but this like literally made my life a little easier. Where now I could just put it with my cocoa water, shake it up, and I know they don't have all these concentrated things in it already. And I wish I could like show you up close what's in the product, but I don't know if y'all be able to see it. Well, y'all could possibly read it. But what I like about it, everything is organic. It's it's all herbs and superfoods. And what I like about the can't beat this is that it gave me a boost of energy. So I tried it today, and I ain't gonna lie, this early in the day, around like in the morning time, I was a little sluggish. So I do say it has helped me a lot for the day, and I'm so far liking it. I'll probably get more insight as time go on. But one thing about this, it helps with your energy, and that's what I like about it. So, and it also regulates your blood levels. So you need to have your blood levels regulated. And I'm gonna talk about one more product. I don't know if I have it on me. Oh, I do. Right? So a lot of times we don't know like different things we should be having in our diets, because a lot of times the doctors don't tell us all this. We tend to learn this stuff as we get older, but now we learning. Most a lot of millennials we learning, we catching on faster than they think we are, and we learning like a lot of this stuff that they have out here is good for us. We ain't trying to be on the meds. So we learning what things we should be having in to help us on our daily in our life, and we get more into the superfoods and the holistic life. Um, so one thing I also say I recently started was the super zen. So me, vision always been a problem with me since I was a child. And one thing I read about super zen is because I never heard of super zen. And this is like my first time. I'm just admitting maybe some of y'all have, but I have not. And one thing I read about it that I like and is that it helps with your vision and radical damages. So recently today I was reading about what every time I hear something I don't know, I like to look it up. And it was called radical damages. I was like, hey, what's that? I'm like, wow, it helps with radical damages. What is radical damages? So when I looked up radical damage, you could look that up right now if you have your phone on you. I was looking at what radical damages are. And when I looked it up, I was like, oh, so basically it's an unstable atom. And an unstable atom causes different illness in your body when it attacks your immune system. But these things are coming from polluted air, like different things like cigarettes, just our air in general. And these problems then causes it attacks our immune system. So these radical damage, it's basically an unstable atom that then attacks other molecules in your body. And they were saying that it's basically it causes other things such as cancer as well. So I'm glad I put this in my diet and part of my life, and gonna be using it more often. And I encourage people to get more tap into your health. Don't take it lightly. Don't take it as a joke. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm young. I could just eat what I want, just whatever." But we don't realize how these things affect us as we get older, and that these things will cost us a lot more if we don't start now. And I'm gonna give you a small brief story. About 10 years ago, one of my uncles, I talk about this story all the time. One of my uncles, my great uncle, God, he's still here, thank God. He was fighting cancer. And at the time, we went to Virginia and we thought he was gonna die, we thought he was gonna pass away. And at the time, he was basically going, we just didn't know. And at the time we was just like, we don't know if we're gonna be here. And sad thing, I'm gonna just keep it short. His son ended up passing away and he lived. But all in all, to say is that my uncle he actually beat cancer. He's off of chemo, and he started working with a holistic doctor now. And the doctor, he was on 11 medications, and the doctor actually beats him off with 2 medications and chemo. So, like, he's telling me, like, if he would have took his life serious when he was young, he could have eliminated some of the problems he had now. If he would have knew about the different things that's going on, and as far as the food companies and the genocide they're creating, such as, Bill Gates and all of them, they use cheap soil and boil all these farmlands and promote all these toxic foods to us. He said he would have rather paid more for his health because he ended up paying more when he was sick. So to close it all out, I just want to say, put yourself first, and look at yourself as royal. Like a lot of times we treat everything better than us. Start treating yourself like you're royal. Look at your body as like, I'm the best thing out of here. I'm God, because you are God. And God put everything out here for us to use, and if he didn't want you to, if God didn't want you to live, it wouldn't be here. So when you look at nature, look at it as if you look at universe, look at universe and say, God, God is universe. So start tapping into your health. Start putting more like holistic things in your life, meditation, yoga, um, um, not synthetic medication in your life, but herbal medicine. And if you are on medication, start researching, start reaching. Look for holistic doctors. They out here. Go to an herbalist. They out here. Start putting more fresh vegetables into your diet. And because right now, I just want to see people live, and we can live. You just gotta want to live. You gotta want to do it. So all in all, I'm gonna close out from here and say, I love y'all. Y'all have a lovely day, and keep your health first. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, love y'all. Um, yeah, I'm finished.
My homegirl done.
Yeah.
And let's brought up the apple guys. And if y'all remember a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
we bought a GMO apple. Look
GMO.
at her. She's still perfect.
Yeah.
She's still perfect.
And this when I was talking about Bill Gates. Bill Gates he's part of GMOs. He believes in GMOs.
GMO, yep. You see that? Look at this. Still perfect, guys.
A lot of people don't know he bought a lot of their farmland. Yeah. And this is part of why our soy using, because they're using cheap soy. And Monsanto, Monsanto's big behind the GMO too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Yeah, so we gotta really take our health serious. Like I was telling my uncle, he beat cancer and he got off of chemo, but now he's on non-medications, like he said. Even though his doctor, he got a holistic doctor, but he weaned him off of 2. But like he said, he wish he would have took his health more serious. Yeah, I had my art history teacher in college. He had cancer, and he beat cancer the natural way. He went up in Pennsylvania. He found the herbalist, did things the holistic way. Because what made me ask him, he used to have this spray. He started spraying in his mouth, and I think it was peroxide or something. I forgot exactly what it was. But I was asking him, like, why do you keep spraying that? You know me, I'm nosy, guys. Yeah. I ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you won't know. So when I asked him, he told me he had beat cancer, and it was like some holistic spray that he used to keep himself healthy. So, like the sister was saying, that's why I brought the sister on. She's way more knowledgeable about this stuff. And I'm actually going to get this one, guys. The poppy cherry? Yeah, I'm going to get this one, guys. It helps with cramps, too. That's that's all you had to say. That's the magic word. Yeah. Cramps and sleep was my magic word. You can have this bottle. Yes. I got some extra. Yeah, so, guys, I'm going to let you know how this works out. I have horrible menstrual cramps. Yeah. Horrible. When I say horrible, horrible. It's really for your sleep. So, at night, if you want to try it out, you can mix it. They tell you mix it with a little water. You can drink it as a tea. Okay. So, it'll tell you can read more about it. It'll tell you, like, what I like, it'll tell you right here what it's made out of.
And guys, always remember, less is more. I can read all these ingredients.
You could read all the ingredients.
It says organic sour tart cherry juice concentrate, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Not no bunch of long words that I can't pronounce or things I need to look up. None of that.
Yeah, it's straight to the point. So I mean, I like it.
I see little LO. I need calories, wants money. I think everyone out in the chat. That's great, guys. Hope the garden keeps growing. Thank you. We appreciate it. Drop your page again. So, like you said, the sister tries everything. And if you guys want any of this stuff and interested in it, you can reach out to me and I'll reach out to her.
You can also become an ambassador. I always say, if you want to make some income, you can. I'm going to learn more about the scholarship. I'll speak more with my friend Anna. Hopefully, I can get Anna to come through.
Oh, yeah. And, that would be nice.
She, that's the one that they put her on leave as a medical. She was working in the hospital.
Oh, without getting the vaccine?
Yeah, she wasn't she didn't get the vaccine, but Period she had wrote out for a grant because she had explained her situation with her mom. She was eating up on her mom. So they gave her 3 months of free products.
Nice.
And for a lot of people, that's for people who say they can't afford, a lot of times especially in the urban, a lot of people say, I can't afford to eat healthy. I can't afford.
And that's what I told them too. That's a trick. Because if you go to ShopRite and Go Fresh and all that stuff y'all go to, sometimes the stuff is more expensive than Whole Foods and Trader Joe's.
It is.
And Trader Joe's, if you got not Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 10% off sales stuff, and they have sales just for us every week.
Yes,
so what you do is, and a friend taught me this a couple of years back, I used to just go in the supermarket and shop. You know what my girlfriend told me? Don't go in there and shop. You go buy what's on sale. You know what I mean? That's how you stretch your money. You buy what's on sale. You see what's on sale that week, get what you need.
Yeah, but Trader Joe's definitely Aldi's and Trader Joe's. I like Aldi's and Trader Joe's.
I haven't been to Aldi's in years.
Aldi's has sometimes they have like some things like some flowers. I like to get I think I could go there sometime and find it with you.
And this girl works out hard, y'all. So, I need to get like her. You gotta see her. Y'all check out her Instagram.
I've been thinking I've been telling somebody how I want to start like a team for those who like to work out. I like to run. I've been wanting to even if we do like a 1 mile.
So the thing is, I don't know if many people are like me. So I need the motivation. I need people to work out with. I don't do well alone. It's hard for me to get up and get motivated to work out. So that sounds like an awesome job.
So one thing I'll say, you should add into your diet. Make sure you use my name if you get it, so you can become a loyal customer and get a discount.
Drop your Instagram again, so I have it.
I don't know. Do I write it on here? Or?
Spell it out so they have it.
It's Clara Jones 21. Clara Jones, CLARAJONES 21. You go see. I have a link. And I'm be honest, I'm a bartender, so you might see bartender. But honestly, I'm the opposite of what I've been bartending for 3 years. But
girl, we all do the things we gotta do to get a check.
However, I actually, even at the bar, a lot of people surprised when I tell them I'm plant-based, and I actually teach them other healthy alternatives about life other than drinking. So I try to not only be, even though I'm a bartender, I try to teach them about health.
Yeah, because you know what I mean? Everybody can
because I'm like, even though you're drinking, you gotta cleanse your body. You gotta detox that. A lot of people don't know, even though you're drinking this alcohol, you're supposed to be cleansing your body up.
And alcohol also dehydrates your body.
It dehydrates you. Even coffee. And I had learned that one of my herbalists, I love her. She's in Broadway. She actually was telling me, I learned that that's how I found out I had joint problems. And she told me about the coffee situation. She was like, coffee actually dehydrates the body. Mm-hmm. And we have in America, we are taught to drink coffee everybody drink coffee anymore. Mm-hmm. Everybody, but the thing is, when you take your vitamins, you're not supposed to drink coffee after, because coffee is an antioxidant, so it cleanses everything. Mm. So all your nutrients is being cleansed out. So when you're drinking coffee, you're not keeping the nutrients in your body.
Oh, guys, look how water has the non-GMO certified on it.
Yeah, so
that's my favorite.
I got that from Super Fresh.
Oh, you got this from Super Fresh?
Yeah, Super Fresh.
I'm shocked. And it's 100%. That's another thing. Your juices, and even what you give your kids, you should always try to make sure it's 100% whatever, 100% juice. Because most of that, anything with high fructose corn syrup in it, wonder why your kids running around all crazy and can't keep still.
Yeah, like I tell people, even with the kids, I had just posted on my thing about how school and prison food is similar.
It is.
And that a lot of times in the urban schools, they already preparing the kids for jail. And to say that, I was like, people's like, what? When you look at the food, like, because pay attention, my kids don't even want to eat the food. Like, mommy, I don't want to eat that. You like, oh, the kid just.
And they stop cooking on the premises now. They heat it all up at Belmont Runyon and drop it off to all the schools for lunch.
Right.
It come in these huge, nasty bags, and it's just like preheated, pre-prepared. And then all the preservatives they probably put in there to keep the shelf life. It looks like garbage.
Yeah, so a lot of times you be like, why my kid behaving like? Why my kid? Sometimes it's the food.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the food. The food causes different problems in your child, and you have to be mindful of that. Sometimes it's just better giving your child food to bring to school versus giving them the lunch there, because they could be killing your child.
Well, let them wait till they come home to eat, because some schools don't allow you to bring the lunch no more.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because so what it is, children share food, and it's allergies. Children have allergies. Mm-hmm. So depending on the school and the school system, some ban no outside food. No outside. I worked at a place like that before. They didn't want any outside food to come in because kids share food. Right. And peanuts is people, and that's another thing. People are allergic to stuff at a higher rate now, which that should tell you something too is going on. Yeah. Everybody allergic to everything nowadays. So I don't remember all this growing up. It's crazy. I don't. Yeah, it's just so much going on that it's just I always say I just keep myself in prayer, and because it's just so much going on, especially with the mandates now. People are being forced to put things they don't believe in into their body. They not even care about the 1%ers now. Like, even though it's more than, I think it should definitely, guys, don't kill me for this, but I think it should be a choice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who wants to go get the vaccine, fine. But I think it should be okay if you don't want to get it too, though. Yeah, it's other alternatives. It's just, like I tell people, if it's not nature. My chiropractor was telling me that you should think she's been adjusting herself. Like, she gets adjusted, and she said that helps keeps the body regular too. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of different things you could do if you don't want to get vaccinated. Unfortunately, some people have to keep their job, which we understand. But if you're in a situation where you don't have to, you need to be doing other things to take care of your body. Mm-hmm. Because that's another thing too. I think, and that's the fear with everybody. They're worried about unvaccinated people getting other people sick rather. But I feel like if you keep your health at a certain level, then we should be fine. But the thing is, they're not talking about the people that's why I like about period. They actually bring the doctors and nurses that actually did get vaccinated and actually was helping the clients with this. And that's what really scared me with the vaccine. They caught people. We're in Newark, New Jersey. They fired people at the hospital, University Hospital. I'm talking about nurses, the staff. She was laid off. Yeah, they was getting fake vaccine cards. So if the people in the hospital scared to take it, I'm like, yeah. I mean, a lot of people have left their fields. You have a lot of nurses going into being holistic doctors, healers. One of my cousins, actually, I know about the mandates before they even talked about the mandates because of my cousin working in the field, and now she's going to be a midwife. That's what she's going up to be. But I was just nervous because I didn't know how true it was, and then all of a sudden, the mandate started coming in. She was like, I was just trying to prepare you what was gonna happen. But it's sad. A lot of people are losing their jobs. They're no longer caring about other people's health. It's more so. I call it a gimmick. It's to make money now. It's not even about people's health no more. It's a force thing. Because think about it. If they really cared about health, would they be messing with your food?
This one of the biggest thing they make money on. Would they be promoting, like, in, what's that, Austria? They promoting what? You could have sex now to get vaccinated?
You can have what?
Sex, a prostitute. This is in Austria.
Well, you had to be vaccinated?
No, if you want to vaccinate it, this is in Austria. People was laughing about it, but it was true. They offering up sex to people. This is in Austria.
Do y'all hear this? Not some lay down for if you get the vaccine.
You know, it's not over here, but it's just crazy now. Like, you know, not even that. I worked at Amazon, and you have people, they was like 40,000. You get a car, all these things to get vaccinated, and I'm just like, well, if it's this healthy, why you gotta?
So incentives.
Why you gotta do incentives for it? Because I mean, if it's this healthy, why you gotta do incentives for it? You know, like I was telling people, I haven't caught COVID not one time, neither did my mother, my brother, none of us.
Yeah, I haven't either. And I done been to Africa and back. I done been to Africa.
I even had one, my niece, her because he's vegan as well. He actually helped his mother and them through COVID. And because he believed in herbs, he had helped them through COVID. So they could get through. But like I said, these are the stories they are not talking about. And they try to they only go around certain things. But what I don't, my personal opinion, nothing. I'm not against people who take vaccines.
Nah,
you have to do
what you need to do
right.
for you and your
You
family.
have to do, but some people have different situations where I was speaking to when I was bartending in Jersey City, speaking to one of my coworkers. Now, she's a person I would feel bad for because she has she had a bad experience with vaccine, especially with flu. It almost killed her. And they was interviewing one of these doctors that, you know, even though people are putting their religion rights and allergic reactions, they still dismissing them. Like, you have to take it. It's false now. So it's basically, okay, I could be allergic to something, and I this could cause me be dead, but you don't care because you're going, oh, the majority.
Yeah.
You know, the majority.
I just think we need to do more research.
Yeah.
You know, most vaccines, they say take 5 to 10 years to develop.
Right.
And this one came out so fast.
Not even that. A lot of people don't realize that even though they say, oh, just wait 2 weeks, this stuff don't just start off for 2 weeks. It builds up in your system.
Yeah, but now they're saying, now I know people who have to get the booster.
Yeah. Oh, because they tracking you. So every time you basically every time you vaccinate, it's a track. Because if you sign up, now they know if you got the first vaccine, they know if you got the second vaccine, and if you get the second, now you gotta get the third vaccine. You have to get the booster. They mandate for you to get the booster. So, you know, now you have people who say, you know, you have some people who actually had bad effects with the COVID shots, and now they trying to say, oh, well, you gotta take the booster now. And you know,
yeah, but more people are dying from cancer and other ailments than COVID. So all these walks and everything. I'm sorry. By now we should have some type of cure for cancer. I believe there's a cure somewhere.
Oh, it's cure because you got people fighting it.
You know what I'm saying? But
it
it just seems like you said, you know, we live in a capitalist system. So everything is just like geared towards money, money, money. I know people who have not been able to afford their treatments. Like you said, if they cared about health so much here, why would they let people die who don't have money? You know, somebody told me one medicine they was on was like $3,000.
That's a lot.
And I'm like, I don't know what I would do if I had to buy that type of medicine.
That's a lot. You know, like I was telling you, my uncle, he be careful, but he was saying how much he was on 11 medications. And before he started getting into, like I said, the holistic and herbal life, like he said, he didn't know about this stuff. And he was on chemo, and when he was on chemo, it had darkened his skin, everything. Like, he was actually far off worse with the chemo. But, you know, because he started getting in more into the herbal superfoods and everything, he was able to beat cancer and get off the chemo and actually be weaned off of 2 medications.
Nice.
And he's still living. God's grace, he's 74 years old now. But, like he said, like we always tell me, and him talk all the time, if it ain't nature, then stay away from it, because like I tell people, God is nature. So, when you look at the universe, when you breathe air, when you look at that, it's medicine all in that garden. Think about it. How do these labs even make medications? How do they make it? It's synthetic medication because they test it in the lab.
Just like folic acid is synthetic.
Yeah.
Folate is real.
Yeah.
Folate is the real one. Folic is made in the lab.
Yeah.
It's synthetic.
If you treat your body right now, treat your body right, you will be okay. Like I tell people, we live in a society where now, even with your children, a lot of people don't want to, but you're gonna be forced eventually to have to even teach your own children down the line and be in control of their health.
That's what my sister does. So she didn't want to send my nephew back to school this time. She's what you call it? How you have people who are very fear COVID very much.
Yeah.
She's like that. She doesn't go out much. Her and my nephew. She doesn't want nobody at her house.
I probably was the same way because for me it wasn't the fear. It was more so how one they don't even have a good food system for the kids. Two, they wasn't even keeping up with the kids who is sick and who not sick. And
yeah, they just closed another school
even
in New York.
With the COVID tests, it's like they're not even checking them. They just like, oh, you just back in school. That's it. So me personally, I'm like, thank God I don't have a check now because I probably would prefer to leave my child home.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would have preferred to keep my child home if I could, possibly because, right now it's just out of hand. Kids are getting sick every day and
yeah.
You don't know who's keeping up their immune system. You don't know what's going on.
So guys, the word for today is keep that immune system up.
Yeah.
Keep that immune system up. And want to thank Lex. Check her out, Clara Jones 21 on Instagram. My sister had you working out. Bye, guys.
You definitely gotta keep your immune system together, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like my niece, and a lot of people be amazed. The little one I used to see, her mother, they don't believe in vaccines. So I'm so lucky. That baby ain't been a needle yet, a vaccine yet. But she amazes me all the time. Like, because for her little self, she get around. Like, she's very witty. And I was like, I tell people my kids haven't been vaccinated not one time. Because she was born in a birth center. And she's having a little